everything we're doing today is going to be how to find a neutral position from every, like, as we go around the world, from every single position, how do we get to a neutral position? So what is the benefit of a neutral position? What do we get out of getting, like, if you're somebody's in your guard, why would you go from the guard to maybe belly down?
Escape, create a scramble?
To escape or to create a scramble. Perfect two options. So an escape is, I don't want to be on the bottom. I want to be able to attack. I have fewer attacks from the guard than I do in side control, half mount. And in a scramble, I can reverse the whole entire position. So to get a reversal. So we're going to find how do we get to those scramble positions, a neutral position from every single position. So the first one we're going to do is we're going to start off of a failed shot in kind of a north-south, and this is going to be our warm-up. So I'm going to start with Ash. I'm going to come here as if I shot a double and he sprawls. All right. I'm going to switch my hands from here to here, and then I'm going to grab his tricep here. I'm going to sit out here. I'm going to take this hand, reach around to his hips, and now he is going to adjust and come in underneath me and shoot a double leg. I'm going to sprawl. He's going to switch his hands, do a sit out, come around. So we're practicing two things at the same time. One, as soon as he gets here, I'm going to fight his hands and turn back into him, and then I'm going to shoot. Grab, switch, come around. He fights hands, turns and faces the problem, and shoots, sprawl, sit out, come around. Do 10 on the right, 10 on the left. I can't do it. I'm deaf as fuck. Yeah, true. Right. So I'll shoot it on you. Good sprawl. This hand is going to come up the middle and grab the back of the leg. This hand, I can either reach back as far as I can or slap my own butt as I throw up. My chest is towards the sky, but I don't stop here. Now I'm going to take my momentum and go around with the hips. Now, switch grips, come around. All right, for you, shoot. Sprawl. Yeah, good. Nice. Good. Go to my hip. Nice. Hips. See it? Turning in. Yep. No. Yeah, there. I'm gonna come. Now I'm gonna shoot it inside single here. Okay. So as you fight hands.
So I go here.
Yep.
Okay. And then.
What does Shane's escapes look like? Just like I shot. Yep, he's gonna stand up, come around, or find neutral and completely break. Wham niff, whoom niff, my foot's up. Let's bring it in. How many you guys get? Yeah, me. How many you get? You don't know? Easy. Okay. So we're still learning to get to these neutral positions. So Lucas is in my guard. Now I have every option of trying to hit my sweeps, going to X guard, going to open guard, all of my attacks. But what do you guys find that I do mostly from the bottom?
Belly down, wrestle. Get up. Get out.
I get up. We say, you hear Shane and I yell all the time, go belly down and wrestle. What does that mean?
Don't just stay there.
Yeah. It means find a neutral position and try to initiate a scramble. So this is counter conventional wisdom of jiu-jitsu. So jiu-jitsu, I'm looking for sweeps, arm bars, triangles. Wrestling, I'm making space and going to here. Going to belly down. So in this drill, the top guy is going to put decent pressure forward. You're going to have to create space by moving your hips. And if I shrimp to the left, I'm going to probably throw my head to the right. So I open my guard. If I throw my hips to the right, we do this drill every day in the warm-up. I'm now going belly down and wrestling. So with the top guy putting like 50% pressure on you, you're going to create space, put your hips to one direction, go belly down to the opposite side. So if my hips go left, and we'll just leave him there as a stationary thing. If my hips go left, my head's going right, my foot's going through, now I'm wrestling. Starting the guard, shrimp. If my hips go right, my head goes left, leg goes through, now we wrestle. Boom.
It's totally dependent on his arms, right?
Absolutely. Yep. And then what takedown I'm going to do is going to depend on where his legs are. Right. So in this case, I'm going to finish takedown, go to guard. His turn. Shrimp. Belly down. Wrestle. He's going to finish. Oh, pull guard. Okay. Questions? Shrimp, belly down, shoot. 1, 2, 3. Leave it side. Let him have that weight. Bring the hips all the way to me and let him have that single. Come up. And fight with his hands anytime I'm wrestling. Watch that chin as you So my two favorite escape positions are half guard and side control. So I push people. If I'm in the guard, I go to half guard because I have the most opportunity to get to a neutral position. So if I'm in guard, I will often open my legs up so they can get a pass, but I'm timing their pass so I can go here. Now, once I'm here, how many options do I have? For wrestling, a lot of options, right? I can leave him with the single. I can just give him that single. You stand up and wrestle. Just regular single leg defense wrestling, which I love. I love fighting off the single because that gives me lots of attack for arm bars, chokes, guillotines, and it tuckers them out like nothing else. Baked potatoes, we say. I can dive in and attack legs and just wrestle. I can go away and fight hands, just like the first drill we did. From half guard, I have a lot of wrestling options. I can belly down, I can leg attack, or I can just stand up. I want to do all three of those things 3 times each. You guys understand the 3 of them? Oh, Shane's committed to this leg. He's picking. So what am I gonna do? I'm just gonna stand up. Good luck finishing that single leg, right, Shane?
Good luck.
Okay. So Shane's not gonna stay on that single. He's gonna go to my hips. So what do I do now? Yeah, I find the leg and go into him. Okay, Shane's gonna break hands and try to go around behind me. Belly down. Whoa. You like this dude? Oh no. Belly down, leg attack, stand up. All right, 1, 2, 3. Is he gonna finish that takedown? No. Like, I don't, yes, I could break that leg if I wanted. I could break his hands by sprawling. I could turn the corner. Nice. This hip on the back of his head. Find a foot. Yeah. Both are great. So, while you might be really good at sweeps from the guard, if you add this to your toolbox, your guard sweeps will be better. That's just what's going to happen. So this is how we're going to work the last 30 minutes of kind of our goes. We're going to have 3-minute goes, and we're going to be starting in neutral 50-50 positions. You can submit, or once you reach a dominant position, kind of like Pancrase Shudo rules, you have about a minute to hit a submission. You can submit off of any neutral position. So guillotines, arm bars, these are a lot more exciting attacks from neutral positions. What I want you to do is start in a neutral position, fight to try and score a dominant position, and then you got about 30 seconds to attack, and then you reset. Nice. If we go right now, everybody will get to go right there. So let's just make a line like this. About 50% of y'all actually trying to do it, and then once you got tired, you just atrophied back. Technique is like a muscle. If you don't drill it, it will atrophy and it will die. This is a technique. Right now, you don't have the movement pattern to make it efficient, so you feel really tired when you do it. Do I get tired doing it? No, I can do it all day long. Does Mike Winters get tired doing it? No. Does Brian? Not unless he's going with me. No, like, you have to drill these things. If you drill these things, all of your other stuff will get better. Will your leg attacks get easier if you know how to do this? Absolutely. Why weren't you doing it with me?
I was just lazy.
He was lazy, 100%, and he knew it. He's like, oh man, I could pin this arm and sit out right now and go to that single leg, but that will take effort. I can also go to this half guard and get 3 fresh breaths. Fuck those breaths, get them when you're done. All right, so we just finished an hour-long class on how to scramble. So jiu-jitsu, most people, like conventional wisdom is I'm gonna get guard, I'm gonna look to sweep, but this is, I'm gonna go from a position where maybe my opponent has a dominant position, and I'm gonna go to a neutral position. I'm not gonna try to sweep. I'm not gonna try to look for some cool submission. I'm going to go to neutral, and I'm gonna wrestle. It's, I have found it to have a much higher success rate, and that's what this class was to force people to get into bad positions, get to force them to go to neutral positions, to find scrambles, to find escapes, so they can survive. It's pretty awesome.